everybody and welcome to the channel. So, in case you guys did not know, there's only a few days left until the end of the season, and because of that, Fortnite is giving away these lucky locators. These are extremely important because if you didn't know, a lucky locator guarantees you a sprite that you don't own yet, okay? So for example, this is my collection here. I have literally everything, but let's say I was missing this Peely here and this llama right here. If I use a lucky locator in game, it's gonna give me either the llama that I need or the Peely that I need. And by the way, if you own the entire collection, if everything is collected here, it's gonna give you a sprite that you haven't mastered yet. So it's gonna give me a sprite that is not level 5 yet, as you can see here. And if I have mastered everything, it's simply just gonna give you a random rare sprite, okay? Now, these lucky locators are extremely important because so far, you can only get one through the mastery system at the last page, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So once you've mastered 50 sprites, you'll get one lucky locator from this right here. But now, every day until the end of the season, which is on August 20th, you'll be able to grab one lucky locator via the daily quests. This resets every day. As you can see, this one is from yesterday. It resets in 3 hours 22 minutes, and I'm gonna get another one. And the quest is very simple. You just need to extract 10 sprites in total. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring with me a sprite. So let me just go to my sprites collection, and I'll just pick a random one here, maybe like a one that I wouldn't get sniped for. So for example, this one right here, and I'm gonna just click play here. Alright, here we are. So I'm gonna the reason why I brought like one sprite with me is because I'm only gonna need to look for one more. I know of a couple of locations, of course, of sprite chests, so I'm just gonna head straight there and I'll show you what a lucky locator is and what it does. So let's see here. Okay, there's not a sprite chest underneath me, so that's the first spot. There should be another one here. If there's not, we'll move on to the next one. Oh, there it is right there. Nice. There's a sprite chest here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're gonna grab this. There we go. So this is going to be our second sprite. And let me just pop this as well. And I'll take this. Let's see if I already have a lucky locator. I don't. Okay, there we go. It's just at 1. So we're simply going to do this here. And we're going to go all the way here and extract it. Now, you should know, guys, that there's also normal sprite locators. If you have any of those, you should definitely use them before you use a lucky locator, okay? So if you have normal sprite locators, which have the red visor, you just equip it, as you can see, and then you pop it and it's going to show you a sprite location. So if I do this, it's going to scan all around me and it's going to ping a location of a buried sprite. I'm actually going to go there just to show you, just so you know that what you're playing with here. And like I said, the red visor is a normal like lucky locator, is a normal like sprite locator, so it's going to only find you normal sprites. It's not something that you don't have, but you might as well use them so that the only thing that's left is stuff that you don't have, okay? So if I do this, as you can see, I got a gummy king sprite here, which is something that I do own, of course. So let me just go back here and let's go ahead and extract our sprites. Now, I do want to show you what a lucky locator does. Here we go. All right, let's pop this. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so like I said, guys, the reason why this is important is you only get 5 of these lucky locators until the end of the season. It could be 6, depending on when Fortnite decides to disable this, this new thing that they've added. So make sure to grab every single one of them. If you don't know how to access your lucky locators, it's very simple. You know, like how you access your pickaxe. So for example, if I switch to my SMG, and then I switch to my pickaxe by pressing F on my keyboard because I'm playing on PC, and if you hold on to F, it'll show you all the gizmos that you can use, including your pickaxe. And you can simply just swap between them. So if I wanted to use a sprite locator, I'll just click on that. So you need to hold your pickaxe button, whatever that is, depending on the console that you are playing on, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and extract these. And it should give me a little bit of a notification here that I did get the sprite locator. There we go, you see that right there, lucky locator in the top left corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit now. And you'll see that I now have a lucky locator. Now these, like I said, are very, very important if you want to complete your collection before the season ends. Because next season we're going to have a sprite garden, which features every single thing that you've unlocked. So let me take a screenshot of this here. So next season, we're going to have a sprite garden, like I said. And in that sprite garden, you're going to have every single sprite that you have extracted. So you do need to have as many of these as possible so that you don't miss out on any of the like cool variants that we have right here. Especially like the collab ones like John Wick and Iron Mouse and of course the 0 points and the Grims. All of those will be absolutely awesome to have in your sprite garden. which will look like this, by the way, okay? This is the teaser that they gave us. This is officially from Fortnite themselves. So again, the more sprites you have, the more full your garden is going to be, and people are going to be able to visit your garden, okay? So think of it as your own personal creative map featuring all the sprites that you've unlocked. And there will be more sprites in next season, by the way, guys. Like next season, which is going to be Override, it's going to be available on August 20th. We'll have more sprites for you to unlock in your sprite garden, including the sprites that won the Design a Sprite contest. There's 5 in total. There's the X-Ray sprite here, as you can see, reveals players through walls and other objects for a short time. So this is one of the winners. Next is the Bullet sprite by Innerule, which is basically a bullet-shaped sprite. Ammo boxes grant slightly more ammunition, so that's that right there. Then, of course, you have the Honey sprite by Konijito-sam. Suggested ability: when a nearby enemy damages you, a beehive quickly emerges and releases a swarm of bees towards the attacker. The bees briefly pursue their target, dealing light damage over time before dispersing. After triggering, the ability enters a short cooldown before it can be activated again. This is very, very thought out. I really, really like that. So this is the Honey sprite right here. This is one of the sprites that are going to be released next season. There's the Dumpster Dive sprite by Stinky Princess Goose. So gather loot from jumping into dumpsters. Oh, I really like that. It gives you a reason to actually jump into those dumpsters all around the game, so that's cool. And then we have the Pond sprite by Pine and Kiri. So this is the Pond sprite. Ability: speed in water increases with each stage. Level 5, increased jump height plus fall damage reduction. So that's the Pond sprite right there. And all of those will be added to your sprite garden as well. So make sure to extract those next season. Of course, I'll show you exactly how to do that. And you should know that from here until next season, we're going to have power hours all day, every day. Today is Saturday, August 15th. So around 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have the mythic hours, which will enable you to find the 0 point and the Grim more easily. And then tomorrow, Sunday, August 16th, we're going to have galaxy hours all day. So a 24 hours of galaxy hours, meaning that galaxy variants will be more easily findable, something like that. I don't know. English is not my first language. So next is going to be Monday, August 17th. Is going to be holofoil hours all day. So 24 hours of holofoils. And then, of course, cube hours all day. So Tuesday, August 18th is going to be cube day. And then finally, gem day is going to be on Wednesday, August 19th. Okay, so I'm assuming August 19th is when everything ends, including the lucky locators. All right, guys. And by the way, for all of you who are wondering, this is a wrong image that Epic Games used. The Gem Demon sprite is a scrapped sprite. It does not exist, okay? Sorry, the Gem Punk, not the Gem Demon. I keep mistaking them. So the Gem Punk does not exist. They even apologized on social media saying that, you know, this is a scrapped sprite. Maybe it'll come in the future, but it's not here in the game. So don't count on finding this, okay? And of course, finally, like I said, Season 4 launches on Thursday, August 20th, which is going to be Override. And it's going to be a Gaming Legends season with Pac-Man, Tetris, Mega Man, Sonic, a lot of like stuff like that. So expect a lot of Gaming Legends features. And we're even getting a new story moment happening in exactly 8 hours from now. Don't worry, guys, I will be streaming this, so you'll be able to attend it with me if you're busy in 8 hours. So this will be on the channel. It's gonna happen today, August 15th, and on August 20th, again, we're gonna jump into Season 4. So you have around 5 days on you to complete your set. I've given you everything that I can give you guys, every single detail, every single piece of advice that you can have. So I highly recommend you put some effort into this because it's definitely worth it, okay? Next season is gonna be bragging season because people who put more effort into these sprites will be able to brag even more about them. So, you know, if you wanna brag, that's what you need to do. And also, I'll be streaming on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll be giving away these sprites to my subscribers. I'll basically just invite you. I'll give you a sprite, anything that you can ask for. I don't really ask for anything in return. As you can see, I don't need anything. All I ask for is that you pass that sprite along to someone in chat, okay? Because a lot of people are going to be asking for gem sprites, for example. If I give you a gem grim sprite, your job is to give it to someone else in chat. That's it, okay? Of course, you're going to keep it in your collection. You're not going to lose it, obviously. But the idea here is to pay it forward and to make sure that you guys help me help you, okay? So we can make sure that my community, at the very least, gets to complete their collection. And of course, I'm going to be your source of getting these like mythic sprites that are super hard to find. All right, guys? Also, you should know that Fortnite is offering some mythic sprites for free by completing these quests here, the Sprite Spree quest. So these expire in 4 days, 20 hours. So like I said, there's only 5 days left in the season. And for extracting a total of 30 sprites, you will get the gem 0-point sprite. For extracting 20, you will get a 0-point sprite. For eliminating 30 players, you will get John Wick sprite. And for reaching top 10, you will get the Peely sprite. So make sure you get these 4 as well before they expire by doing these specific quests right here, okay? And yeah, that's the basic idea, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and of course subscribe for more content like this. And if you want to support me in game, please do consider using code NOOBNOOBFRUIT in the item shop. As you can see here, it's code NOOBNOOBFRUIT without the spaces. It really goes a long way in terms of supporting me as a creator and allows me to make more content for you guys. And you can always like actually find my code in the description box below, so you can simply just copy and then paste it and then click apply, and just it'll show up right here in the bottom right corner. All right, guys. Also, we have a new skin today. It's Perlica from some kind of game. I forget what the game is. Does it say here? Supervisor of Enfield Industries, part of the Arknight Enfield. So Arknight's Enfield, I assume, is the game this is from. So this is the skin, as you can see. Let me just give you a 360 of the skin. So if you like this kind of skin, if you like the game itself, if you want to own it, it's 1500 V-Bucks, and it's right now in the item shop if you want it, okay? It doesn't have a pickaxe, doesn't have a backbling or anything. It's just a skin from a game called Arknight's Enfield if you want it, of course. And with that out of the way, thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.